And we should be live. It is Saturday, March the 6th. I think it's 2:38 p.m. And the temperature right now should be about minus 3 degrees Celsius. And there goes a helicopter overhead. I think that's one of the orange air ambulances. Hello, Megamats. And everyone else jumping into the stream here. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Shane, Michael, Matthew Damps' Dude Driftwood. Someone's name I can't pronounce. Deborah H. I have not seen you in a long time. Deborah H. Tillin and O'Brien. I'm here at Trinity Bellwoods Park, which is in the Queen West neighborhood. O'Brien, John in the chat. Hope you guys are doing well this afternoon. This Prairie Girl checking in. I gotta clear my throat here. Hello, Susan. So and Yogi. Sorry, I'm gonna start missing people now. I just finished up recording the video for tomorrow. And I thought, why not do a live stream? I don't like to give myself work to do on Saturdays, but it's still daytime. I'm going to be watching Coming to America on Prime tonight, and then UFC. So I've got a busy day planned. Hello, Dahlia. Susan says the skyline is amazing in the morning from Bellwoods. Hello from Warsaw and Magic Entertainer. And who says we have a shortage of public washroom facilities? There's one. We do have a shortage, but that's one at least. And this stadium here, well, I said stadium, but this baseball field is called the Sky Dome. Hello, Tara. Fan Buses Gaming in the house. So we're just going to wander around Trinity Bellwoods for a little bit, and then I will head up Ossington Avenue. And I'll walk up Ossington, I think to DuPont, and then maybe over to DuPont Station. Oh, Bevy in the chat. Hello, Bevy. Hopefully the video and audio is holding up. Let me know if you have any complaints, and I will dismiss them with some snark. Well, if I can do something about it, I will. Hello, Peter, and everyone else jumping in. And here's a look at the big bowl in Bellwoods Park. The video I did today that went along Queen Street that took me here passed through this bowl area. Susan says this trail is brutal to jog on. Oh, I realize I haven't shown my ugly mug yet. So we are still in the yellow hat zone. Doug Ford has not yet ordered a blue or gray hat. Hello, Eugene and Culver. I realize my camera's pointing kind of low there. What did Johnny have for lunch? Johnny had bran flakes. I woke up and I had a smoothie, and I uploaded the video to the Stumbles channel. That's a bus ride. Leafs hat. I don't wear no Leafs hat. I get my hats from cases of beer. So I got that video up in time. That went live at noon. So if you want to see a bus ride across Queen Street East, head over there. And my Instagram was at 1,999 followers. So maybe someone will be so kind as to put me up to 2,000. Or you could unfollow me and bring me even lower. I can't tell people what to do. Hello, Jeanette. Good afternoon. Welcome to the last weekend of the stay-at-home order. And as you can see, that order was a joke to begin with. I thought we had a pretty fun live stream last night. You don't have to be sorry, Bevy. Bill Chow, no, this is 1080p. Although streamed 1080p is nowhere near as good as pre-recorded 1080p. SR Gots. Hello, and Cody Guy says no to vertical video. I think if I ever get a car someday, I will have to get that on a bumper sticker. There's a look north at Dundas Street West. We'll be passing through Dundas in a bit. O'Brien missed the stream last night. Hey, Alex. And Ryan R. So I'm going to head south through the park now. You should get a pretty neat view of the CN Tower right here. Hello, Calix and Marie. There's the money shot. Can we be friends? Some people were asking if I was aware that I kept my recording going at the end of last night's live stream. And yes, that was intentional. Perhaps I will do something dumb like that again. We have a nice blue sky off to the east here. And hey, Brad and everyone else. Christy pits Lizzie's against the Trinity Park boys. Christy Pitts is could just rename itself Trinity Bellwoods North.
Except that stuff.
I'm gaining a little more in like my hips.
Did you find your other eye cover or no?
I lost it.
What's the phone?
What lapel mic do I use? I use the Shure MVL, Prairie Girl. And the only thing I don't like about it is the windscreen is not a standard size. So it's a bit annoying if you lose or damage it, but I recently found you can get 10 of them off of AliExpress for $10 US. So I ordered that. There's a lot of these tent communities in Trinity Bellwoods. So we're heading south towards Queen. Yes, Prairie Girl, you gonna drink some alcohol for UFC? I think that's a given. I kind of want to see Izzy get smashed tonight. XX Darkslayer, that's true. This park and Alexander Park in particular are kind of rammed with homeless encampments. Look at this guy with the orange and a staff in his hand. Hello from Brazil. TSO Canuck has never seen tent communities. Unfortunately, that's all too common these days.
Yeah.
Monica, yes, certainly Moss Park, but nowhere near to this extent. I'm going to get off the trail here. There's really no need to be walking headfirst into a bunch of people. Maybe we'll spot the albino squirrel that is well known in these parts. Ross in Ottawa, hello. That's kind of neat. It's a wolf howling. What is that? Monica, if you Google image search albino squirrel Trinity Bellwoods, I'm pretty sure it'll come up. There's some tennis courts over there and the cherry blossom trees, which will make this place extremely popular in the coming months, are just up ahead as well. And of course, sirens. It wouldn't be a Toronto stream without those. Hello, Dale. All right, I'm gonna continue on due south. I did get recognized recording my video earlier today. Someone walking down the street called me out. Magic entertainer loves cherry blossoms. I like this location much more than High Park. They're just as nice, and when you're done seeing them, you're steps from an amazing neighborhood. Has anyone seen any robins yet? I have not. So this walkway right here actually takes you through all the cherry trees. Bevy, I think there's actually more than one albino squirrel. I know one was spotted somewhat recently here that made its rounds on Reddit. You should come to Abbotsford, BC. That's a little random. Probably won't be getting on a plane till at least fall. Alex, I recorded right before I started recording this one. So this is Strawn Avenue. So last night I walked up the south end of Strawn Avenue to the Bentway, and here we are at the north end of Strawn Avenue. And there's a look to the east along Queen Street with the towers of the financial district off in the background. But we are going to head to Ossington Avenue, and then I'm going to turn north and we're going to walk all the way up Ossington And maybe when I get to Bloor, I'll head to Dovercourt, because I think Dovercourt's a bit more interesting than Ossington, and I'll walk up Dovercourt to DuPont. Will you walk past the Gladstone? No, I will not be going that far, Prairie Girl. And there's a 501 bus. The buses are only running as far west as McCall, or the streetcars. So there are buses from McCall all the way to Long Branch. Bevy, don't apologize. We all hope you're doing well. Did you make your apartment tour yet? No, I did not. I'm waiting for a day where I have no content. That will be the day I do my apartment tour. There's the Chocolate Company Lofts, because that'll only take me about 5 minutes to film. Susan says Long Branch is a long streetcar ride. You can say that again, Susan. It's painfully long. Sorry, Nouvelle Cosse. I think Action Kid goes live a lot more often than I do. Elizabeth wants to find the Banksy art in Toronto. I could probably make a video out of that. We've been by the Banksy at Queen Street often. Sorry, I lost my pointing tip again. Let me pull my left hand out. Hello to Vivian. And Peter Stock, and my fans in Ghana. Do you have Facebook? Yes, but I do not share my Facebook or my cell phone. If you're a Patreon or channel member, you can reach out to me. Otherwise, I would say just find me on Instagram. So does that mean no streaming, Bevy? So here's Shaw Street. So we're in the fabulous West Queen West neighborhood, and there's the CAMH Mental Health Center across the street. I imagine this pandemic is going to keep them busy for a long time to come. Busier, I guess would be the correct word. There seems to be little regard for the mental health and well-being of people by the city and the province. And there is Shaw Street. I've been meaning to record up this street, but we're going to go to Ossington. Action Kid was talking about me, Sanjay. What did he say? I'm hoping that when the border properly opens, we can do a collaboration. But that's all I can say. I have been in talks with him about that. But that's all I'll say about now. Today is Tron's 187th birthday. I saw that on Reddit. Happy birthday, Toronto. And Monica says mental health is just as important. It is, and it is being very much ignored by the powers that be. When you neglect mental health, you are basically saying this will be a problem for future generations. We don't want to pay for this now, but we will all pay for it through our social services in the future. AK saw a place called Johnny Swirls. Morgan says, whose mental health is being affected right now? I think that's pretty, that's not even a question that you have to think hard about to answer. Let's keep things on the lighter side right now. But there is Cam H. I did get a little ranty on tomorrow's video. It's not something I normally do on the Strides channel. There's rival cocktail shops. I've heard that these owners are dickheads to each other. They do not like each other. Lauren says Monday we open up. I would disagree. I don't think we really open up on Monday. We're not open until salons and restaurants can open. So here comes Ossington Avenue. Hello, Teratopia in the chat. And my counter is working, so I can see that there are 283 people here. So hello to everyone. And Bevy said she's feeling a bit glum, so head over to Bevy YHZ and hit the subscribe button. Let's give her a little boost. I'm sure that will hopefully encourage her to go live at some point. And thanks again to Bevy and Action VJ and Gloria and Chetna and Action Kid for modding. And KD, I haven't seen KD since I gave him modding status. I don't like walking on the left of people, so I stepped all the way here onto the street. And here is Ossington. There's a look north. And just to the south here is a little stretch called Lower Ossington. Brandon says he's coming to see me. If you do see me on stream, please just keep it to a short hello. There's the 63 Ossington bus. There's some funky artwork in this parking lot. Bill Chow, I got the notification for that. But I did not yet watch his video. I've fallen way behind on other people's videos, and I probably won't catch up. Do I like the smell of rain? We're getting some weird ass questions. Although this is pretty rad. Yes, the LCBO is opening on Mondays now. I think I have tennis, whoops. I think I've been developing tennis elbow from holding this gimbal. Maybe I have to talk to a doctor about it. Thank you, Matthew P. Which city is this? This is Spokane. I need a helmet cab. You know how shaky helmet cams are. Dan, I really do think it's tennis elbow. I've got this slight soreness on the inside of my right elbow. So what I've been doing to combat it is hold the gimbal with my left hand. Hopefully, and it's having some impact. There's a look down a laneway. Hold it, delicious foe. We are looking for the painted turtle. That is my favorite faux place. Bursitis? That's more of a foot problem, isn't it? I don't know, guys. It's very minor. We will survive. Computer internet, $4 super sticker. Thank you. Computer internet, 26 minutes in and we got our first super. Thank you. That might be a new record, but I didn't even notice. So sadly, on Monday, a lot of these places are not going to be able to open up with the rest of the city, which is a damn shame. Look at this, all this outdoor seating with heat lamps. They were told to prepare for winter outdoor dining, so a lot of these restaurants and bars invested heavily in this. And they basically just flushed all that money down the toilet. There's another kick in the nuts, courtesy of Mr. Tory and Dr. Scarf. Vivian, indeed, this has become sort of the hipster central of Toronto. Susan says the city likes to play Monopoly with all these independent businesses. I think they're using them as a scapegoat to say, hey, look, we're doing something. But what they're not doing is giving us any data or proof that these half-assed measures are doing any good other than putting honest businesses under. I try not to harp on it too much, but it frankly pisses me off. So I'll bring it up from time to time. Here is Argyle Street. Oh, they have some Qingdao signs. There's the golden turtle. Someone asked me the other night what my favorite faux places. Bill Chow says, I'm beginning to show the opening signs of carpal tunnel syndrome. I have a good friend who is a doctor, and I will talk to them about it and possibly get help. Don't worry about it, guys. I can always use my left arm for these. It's no big deal.
Like it's just planted. It's not planted. That's planted. It's like he's trapped on an island.
Dub Times, that is not true. There is zero proof that shutting down these particular businesses are correlated with a decrease in numbers. And we see that all over North America. There's Bellwoods Brewery. That place will not get to open for reasons that don't make sense. And this development is very inappropriate for Ossington. Let's legally and safely cross the street here. Susan has a usual banh mi place, and she doesn't see overcrowding. Yes, the small shops actually handle things incredibly responsibly, as do the restaurants and hair salons I went to. Yet you go to a supermarket and it's like a free-for-all. Lots of people on the street. Yes, spring is almost here. There's a look south down Ossington. So I'm just going to keep heading north up Ossington here.
Whatever you want to, I just like.
Let's see what artwork is waiting down here. Have I been to Sunnybrook Park? I have. And we are in Computer Internet's hood. Vivian, I think I agree with you. What's the square root of pi? Isn't it ROOT for root? That guy on the left kept turning around and looking at me. Shane says, so many people in the chat. I would say we're on the light side today. And here is Rotate This, just up ahead.
So,
Is it 3:14? I don't know. Jeanette, $50 for some nice pho for dinner. Jeanette, I think my dinner conundrum has been solved by Jeanette. I will get some very nice pho with that. Thank you, Jeanette. Thank you very much. Little thumbs up for Jeanette. Jenny K in the chat. Hello, Jenny K. So this is Dundas. You could turn left here and head across the Little Portugal neighborhood. And maybe there's a live stream coming up where I will do that. But I think we're just going to keep heading north of Ossington as per the original plan. Jenny K says she's been here for a few minutes. There's a look towards Little Portugal. That's a busy and fairly vibrant neighborhood. But we're going to stick to Ossington. I'm sticking to the plan this time. In my mind, I said I'll walk through Trinity Bellwoods, then I'll walk north up Ossington to Bloor, and then I'll walk up Dovercourt to DuPont, and then I'll walk along DuPont. So that is what we're gonna do. When are you going to Barrie? I don't know. How old are the buildings in this area? These look like Victorian style homes. Those are over 100 years. But some of the homes beside it are more like 60. These look like they've been thoroughly renovated. Because this isn't the most particularly interesting part, I'm going to try to walk a little faster through this area. Susan says Sir lives in this area. And if someone could let me know when or if Ken goes live. I spoke to Ken and he said he might stream late afternoon today. That is Ken from the Ken Continuum. What's your resting heart rate? It is very, very low. My resting heart rate is usually in like the 50s or 60s. It is stupidly low to the point where I think my Fitbit is broken. But then I try another fitness watch and it tells me the same thing. Let me see right now. What is my heart rate right now while we're walking? Oh geez. Did I put my foot in my mouth? We are at 116. 122. Maybe if we sit down for a while, we can watch that sucker plummet. Or while I'm doing a Johnny Stumbles stream, I can show you. Michelle says follow the Ken Continuum. Yes. I've been a huge fan of Ken. I watched him since before I had a channel, and here is a dirty bear. That's a sad sight. Bevy says in my channel too. All right, Bevy. If you're gonna go to Ken, you gotta go to Bevy as well. Just click her name in the chat and that'll take you there. I know how hard it is to get to the big 1,000, but you're doing a good job. You're almost there. And at the start of this stream, my Instagram was at 1999. Let's see where we are. I'm just taking a moment here. Woo! We are at, I'm trying to focus here. Focus. 2001. So thank you to whoever got me over the big 2000 on Insta. That might be Dylan Reynolds' teddy bear. *2001: 2001: A Space Odyssey. Oh, I totally forgot to check out that school across the street. I don't even know the name of it. Oops. No one ever accused me of being a tour guide. There's Ossington/Old Orchard Public School. Is it true that Texas is fully opening 100%? I think Texas and Florida. I don't really know. Jeanette would be the expert on Texas. Is this a good or bad neighborhood? This is, I think, a pretty highly regarded neighborhood. Shane, there was some snow at Ossington or Trinity Bellwoods when I started the stream. And you can see there's some seldom used streetcar tracks here. Did you ever own a truck? No, I didn't. No trucks for this guy. There's Shannon Street. So we are almost at College. There's some gorgeous Victorian style homes. Dad owned a minivan once. Hey, there's some appropriate street art. If I were drunk, I would ask her to dinner. John says, you sure do a lot of walking, eh? I do. Jenny says, settle down. So we are at College and Ossington. So just to the east is Little Italy, and just to the west is Little Portugal. One of the last times I streamed through this area, a snowstorm broke out. And we walked all the way along College to Dundas and Ronsey. Michelle says, what is it with guys with cleavage? It's a statue. Had that have been a real person, I would not have fixated the camera on it. That would have been kind of creepy. Healthy Mediterranean food. Should I do some cleavage? I mean, it's not exclusive for women, right? Ooh. How's that? Who says I don't believe in equality? But if you want to see more than that, you're gonna have to pay up. Sorry, I don't make the rules. Vivian says whistle, whistle. O'Brien says that was weird. That was very weird, but if you know me, you know the word weird is likely to come up. Johnny on OnlyFans. Hey, Jim. David says, I made a modest contribution at the end of last night's stream and I received numerous comments from the community. Just wanted to say thank you and say your viewers are first class. Thank you, David. I myself may never be considered first class, maybe premium economy, but this community is very supportive. And I definitely appreciate your contribution, David. I tend to say things weirdly these days. Sorry, Kohana. We'll have to do the cleavage back up. How's this? Better? All the way up? I don't want to hide my... Oh, look at my little solution to fix my microphone. Liz, $3.99. We want to see more. How about some clavicle? Oh, Liz, $3.99. Uh-oh. I once again lost the foam piece on my microphone. I was trying to show you guys how clever I was in fixing it. And it's gone. I gotta wait for the new one. But thank you, Liz. And thank you, Jeanette. And thank you, Computer Internet. Jim says I lost my muff. Yeah, I'm not very good with muffs, apparently. It's okay. I got 10 new ones on order from China. They will arrive at any point from next week to never. I'm sure at some point in 7 months from now, an envelope will appear and it'll be my order from China all crushed and folded, and I will have completely forgotten about it by the time it arrives. But that is the AliExpress ordering experience. What's that? An envelope full of muffs? Hello, Pocky. What school is that? There's a very nice old school over there. Who can fill me in on what that is? If I had a smaller phone, I could one hand look this stuff up and pretend that I knew it all along, but I don't. Monica says Central Commerce. That's Hogwarts. Hogwarts. Huh. Late says very nice phone. What I really like about this is the case. I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's really, really nice. It's like a kind of like a rubberized texture to it, and it's super thin. Susan says Central Commerce Collegiate. It's a semestered school. Aren't non-semestered schools considered alternative schools? And here is Harvard Street. You know, I said I was going to go up Dovercourt, but I kind of want to go along Harvard Street. I think this will be the more interesting route. What do you guys think? Do we have any votes for Harvard Street? I think this will be more interesting. Let's go. Hello, Holly. She just logged into her PC. All right. Executive decision. I have changed my mind. Gloria, moderator Gloria, has made an appearance and graced us with her presence. We are going to do Harvard Street. Monica says, yeah, Harvard is more interesting, I think. When I do my walking videos, I always say the route at the start of the video, and I kind of screw myself over sometimes because while I'm walking and recording, I get these ideas to change my route. And then I'm like, no, you already told them where you're walking. And that's like, do I have to redo the map or throw some subtitles on at the beginning of the video? I don't know. But the good news is we can go across the entire length of Harvard here through Harvard Village. And I'm not sure I've ever streamed Harvard before. And this is one of my favorite streets in the city. If you saw my video on Annette Street, I think Annette Street is very similar to Harvard Street in a lot of ways. But this place definitely has a 70s vibe to it. It's a gasoline-powered e-bike. I don't think those are legal. Dr. Dan T. Lee Dental Office. Is this the coin laundry someone was just talking about? Thank you, O'Brien. And everywhere you look on Harvard Street, in between every block, you will see laneways like this. And a lot of these laneways are having houses pop up in them. I'm just gonna wait for this person. So this will lead us right through to Hoskin, which is the University of Toronto. And if I keep going to the east, that'll take me to Wellesley. And maybe that'll just be the route for this live stream here. There's the look south down Shaw Street. That'll take us to around where we started at Trinity Bellwoods. Have you been to Graffiti Alley? Ooh, I would say about 100,000 times. Please one day come to India. Hopefully one day that'll be possible. I'd very much like to be able to take my laptop and my camera gear and do a trip through that part of the world. I'll need some pretty badass data plans over there and some hotels with some good Wi-Fi. I know Action Kid has been choosing his hotels based on their Wi-Fi signals. Here is Kadampa Buddhist Temple. How's the weather today? It's relatively okay. Good afternoon, Anthony W. Jenny K hasn't recovered yet from his drawbridge. Yes, I watched that when he posted it. I didn't catch it on his live stream, but I saw it on Action Kid Extra. Here's another laneway. I think there's a house on that one. The Dalai Lama got his vaccine shot today. Where is the Dalai Lama living right now? I know he's kind of in exile because of the whole China-Tibet situation. Harvard College and Central Tech coming up. Central Tech is coming up once we get to Bathurst Street. Little Cost likes the bike lanes better than car lanes. I just wish the bike lanes were a bit wider. Like the ones on Danforth, you tend to get stuck behind a lot of dawdlers. I'm kind of a faster moving cyclist. I'd almost prefer to be on the street with the cars. D. Mussolino, $14.99. Thank you, D. Mussolino. Always appreciated, D. Thank you. You're going to walk over. Yes, this is, I was about to point that out. This is the last remnants of a very old bridge. And this is a creek that cuts through the city of Toronto that the city has buried. And these are the last remains of an old bridge. So there's a creek directly under here. And they filled this in. And this, I think, goes all the way down through Trinity Bellwoods, actually. There's Art Eggleton Park on the north side. Whoa, there's some big doggies down there. Hello, John from England. Oh, look at this, the stick this guy's got. That's a monster stick. Is that a husky? And this is Gray Street we're approaching. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is the street that becomes Christie Street when you go north of Bloor. So that'll take you up to Koreatown. Do you want pets, Johnny? I am looking for kind of passively, but I would like to have a dog. But I'm not necessarily a dog person. I've lived with a cat before, and it was a social cat, and it was pretty fun. The only problem is I wouldn't want one of those independent, grouchy cats. I'd want one of the playful ones. And I don't think you get to choose that. That's just sort of how they develop. There's Sweetie Pie. Jeanette says get a husky, yes. For a 400 square foot apartment, a husky is a good fit. I would think no bigger than like a spaniel. And Pizza Dad Bod in the chat. There's another laundromat. I think laundromats are quite prevalent in this kind of neighborhood because you have a lot of old homes that are chopped up into multiple apartment units. And they don't always have shared laundry. I used to live in one like that. Did you guys know dog groomers are deemed essential? Which I guess makes sense. You don't want someone who's not a professional clipping their nails too short. They could bleed out and die if you don't know what you're doing. Same with like bird nails. So some people said that's kind of stupid that dog groomers and pet care are essential, but I think they are. Teratopia says get a Yorkie. My brother has a whole gang of Yorkies. Get a St. Bernard. Don't St. Bernards only live like 5 or 6 years?
Kind of like Dad and Jordan.
There's a tattoo shop. Big dogs will self-destruct with no space. I live in an apartment building, and somebody in my building has an Irish wolfhound. Yes, we are at Clinton Street. And even if they had one of the bigger 2-bedroom units, you'd think you'd be taking that dog out several times a day. Maroof says a hamster is a good pet. Get a Shih Tzu. Rosie Lenko. Johnny's dogs would be exhausted from too many walks. I could totally do walk the dog live streams if I did that. Might be a little awkward when it's time to scoop up their doings. Uh-oh, where's John Tory? He would not approve of this. I think Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Eileen Davila. Mayor John Tory? Oh, this is clever. This is clever. I am... What am I going to tag this? Caught Dr. Scarf and Mayor Tory violating the protocols. At least they're, they got their masks down below their chins too. I really think those two should get married after all of this. Where are you going, red car? Where are you? What are you doing? At least they waved and acknowledged. Just missing Ford now. Yeah, I think Doug and Tori are going to go disappear on a deserted island together for some romance time once this is all over. Rules for thee, but not for me. Well, Doug did go to Hazel McCallion's birthday party, and Trudeau as well. Trudeau has done his own different brand of screwing up, I think, but he wouldn't be so tone deaf as to go there. So now we continue westward along Harbor Dawson, Cuomo. I remember he was doing those daily pressers, but I haven't followed much about New York. Although I do get jealous watching Action Kids videos because New York's case count is apparently much higher than ours, but they are out and about and enjoying life. Hazel still alive? Yes, Hazel is still alive. Sorry guys, I got some beeping coming in on my phone. Jim, having fun. Walking Man Dude says, I must get jealous watching his videos.
Oh yeah.
The one, the only, the legendary and lifetime crush of Bevy YHZ, Walking Man Dude is here. I will tip my cap to you, sir. Everyone, if you have vertigo, there's a little Walking Man Dude. Whoa, I feel dizzy and drunk after that. How the hell does that guy do that? How does the walking man dude spin so fast in his videos? There's Palmerston Boulevard. Guys, this is the swanky part where Palmerston is a boulevard. When the spring rolls around, we are definitely going to come down here. That spin was a 1.5 out of 10. I thought all your rankings were at a 4. But this street is absolutely gorgeous. And we have those unique old lamps. And tons of really old, nice homes. And there's a few historically significant ones on Palmerston. Just to the south here, it starts at College Street, or the Palmerston Boulevard section. And then it goes north up to Bloor in Koreatown. Where is Walking Man Dude now? This used to be a fun area to walk. Yes, Mervish Village was just to the north of here. This is one of the few neighborhoods in Toronto that's relatively unscathed from the wrecking ball. There are multiple families living in these homes. It's more like university students. We're very close to the University of Toronto. So a lot of these homes are chopped up into multiple levels. Walking Man Dude climbed a staircase and broke his foot again. I saw the video where you broke your foot and hobbled to the hospital. There's a look north up Markham Street. That'll actually take you to the Bathurst subway station's western entrance. Here's some more old homes. Has Ken started streaming yet? That stop and go had a car buried in it several years ago. It just went full speed right through the storefront. Let's search. No, Ken is not live yet. Ken, I'm trying to stream snipe you. So here's Harvard Collegiate on the left. This has been featured in a number of movies and TV shows, but we can't see it. There's a look north towards the Annex, Harvard Fish and Chips. Coming soon. Alex is quite emphatic. And here is one of 3 miniature Krispy Kremes in this area. There's another one on Baldwin and another one in Chinatown. Are you going live on Stumbles tomorrow? Probably we'll go live on Stumbles at night. I might do a Stride stream in the daytime, maybe not, but I'm definitely going live on this channel on Monday when the city starts to reopen. Ryan Rides. Hi Johnny, watching you and uploading my latest scooter adventure. Ryan Rides. Thank you. And guys, he does narrated e-scooter rides around Toronto. Nobody else is doing that. Eat a donut. All right, let's are they playing Are they playing copyrighted music in here? Sorry. One person?
What are you recording?
I'm live streaming.
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, just the city stuff?
Yeah, see, we got 498 people watching. They're chatting.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they told me to get a donut, so we're gonna go get a donut.
Oh, Krispy Kreme.
It's
Look, from where I'm coming, it's that sweet shop over there.
oh,
Left out.
is that for you?
No, that's not. that's for some. That's for this guy.
Oh, I gotta mute this. So, sorry guys, I had to mute it because if I kept playing the song, I would have got a copyright violation. So let me take off my glove here on my right hand. Then we're gonna eat this Krispy Kreme donut. Here's James Hales Lane. We just got an original glazed. It cost me $1.40 Canadian. It's okay. Sorry, I'm trying to take my glove off. There we go. And my mask, of course. Krispy Kreme donuts are $1.94 per donut, says Susan. I thought I paid $1.60. How much did I pay for that? I paid, Susan says, whenever I buy something, my app here tells me the price. Come on, focus. TD My Spend, $1.42. They lowered it, swear it was more expensive pre-pandemic. All right, so let's eat this damn thing. I don't have a napkin, that's good. Someone said the regular glaze is disgusting. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's enough mukbang for you guys. I could write that off as a work expense. Okay, I'll finish it here. I've already walked off these calories. Somebody was hungry. There's supposed to be a foot pedal to use these things. Let's try to get that in there. Ooh, without touching anything. We ate the shit out of that donut. Thank you to whoever suggested I go get it. Alex Roca, that's Central Tech High School. Harvard Collegiate was backed by the Mannequins. Yes, it was, Alex. Sorry, I forgot to mention the name of that school. But thank you very much for the super chat, Alex. Debbie says I'm going to go home and eat my bran flakes. No, there's a new burger joint that opened up at Yonge and Eglinton. I'm trying to check out tonight, although I did get a super chat to get some pho. So I'm a bit conflicted. Here's Croft Street. I did a walk down Croft Street. Funny Dog, who hangs out in our chats quite frequently, suggested it. Who gets one donut? When you are live streaming your way around the city and you don't have a place to put any more than one donut, then you only get one donut. I'm going to throw my glove back on now. How was the donut? It was good. They're so much better when they're fresh out of the oven and when you can heat them up in a microwave for 5 seconds if you don't have that luxury. So we are in Harvard Village. Vivian Johnson, $20.99. Now you need a coffee or whatever pleases you. Vivian Johnson, thank you. I'm going to pick a coffee up on my way home. Courtesy of Vivian Johnson. Thank you. Donuts are deep fried. Oh yeah, I said the oven. Whoops. I was thinking of cookies. Bevy says I was eating bran flakes on her stream the other day. Not on the stream, but during. Here's the place someone mentioned earlier. I think this is a very, very popular spot. Your ears were burning and just tuned in when you got to Croft Street. You'll see the Rock Store. And then it says nothing's more disappointing than a stale donut. I agree. Well, I can think of a few things that are more disappointing than a stale donut. Like a Walking Man Dude video. So here is the Rock Store, which used to be at a different location, as per someone in the chat. Hopefully I have no donut glaze. The back of the hand wipe. Now, what if I walk by a Craig's Cookies? Then we're going to have a problem. Remember when people could smoke in donut shops? And then there was that weird phase where they built those smoking rooms in donut shops. So you'd go into a Tim Hortons and there would be this like glass box with these people just hotboxing away inside a coffee shop. That was a really weird transition period from smoking allowed to no smoking. I forget when that was. Probably in the early 90s? I definitely remember seeing those glass boxes though. What's neat is in Japan, in Tokyo, they have smoking boxes. So you'd see a sidewalk like this, then off to the side there'll be a painted box. And if you want to smoke outside, you have to go stand in that box. How was the donut? I give it a 1.73 out of 2. You could smoke in the mall and in the food court. How hilarious is it that you used to be able to smoke on an airplane? And what's interesting is they still have ashtrays in airplanes, in the bathrooms, even in brand new modern ones, because people are going to try to smoke anyways. They'll cover the smoke detector, and if you don't give them somewhere to put their cigarette, they tend to cause fires. So ashtrays are in bathroom facilities on airplanes, just so the people that do smoke have a place to put their butts. I think I learned that from Flack. Apparently this Chinese restaurant is quite good, and they've been there forever. Jeanette remembers smoking on planes in the 70s. You know, it's a Johnny livestream and we're talking about stuff like that. All right, here we are at Spadina Avenue. There's the University of Toronto grad house. So we are entering the University of Toronto St. George campus. Well, I got 25 seconds to cross the street here. Let's go. Run. We don't need to run. So I will continue along Harvard until it becomes Hoskin. And then maybe we'll just go down Wellesley to a Wellesley station. How does that sound? Then when I get to Wellesley station, I will pull the plug. There's the song Drunk on a Plane. So welcome to the U of T St. George campus. Going to Yonge. We're not going to walk on Yonge. I'm probably going to do a Yonge Street walk next week with retail reopen. And I'll probably stream on Yonge as well, so I don't want to get Yonge Street fatigue. So we'll just take this to Wellesley and then wrap it up at Wellesley Station. Is the lockdown over? Kind of, but not really. In my mind, it's not over until I can get a haircut. Gordon's weekly exercises steals to Queen's Quay. Along Yonge, that's a hell of a trek. You could also do that along Bathurst, right? I think those are the only two streets you could do that. What is your live stream schedule? Whenever I feel like it. I was 50-50 on live streaming today. I told myself if I'm up to it and if Ken hadn't yet started streaming, I would stream. And I got to the end of my walk at Trinity Bellwoods today, and I checked my phone and the stars had aligned. You're welcome, Pokemon. So here is the end of Harvard Street. We are at Hoskin. So I've heard that they are expecting students to be on campus in the fall, most likely. Let's just go over to the south side here. What is slow mode, Laura? It just means you cannot chat more often than every 30 seconds. Ken hasn't started streaming, by the way. Yes, Ken films in 4K, but he streams in 1080. Nobody streams mobile in 4K. Funny Dog calls it the Turkey Library. You can also see the cherry blossom, a few of them at Robarts here. Sorry guys, one sec. Sorry about that. I should have left the view at the library. What is Johnny's alma mater? I went to York University, aka Dork. Laura, this is just a smartphone, but normally I use a DJI Pocket 2 for my regular videos. aka Dork. Oh, on my university degree, they wrote York and fancy calligraphy, and the Y actually looks like a D. So a lot of people call it Dork University. I don't know if they still do that, but that used to be the case with the actual piece of paper they give you when you graduate. I don't even know if I still have mine. Marie Saint Amor Palmer, love your streams. You were too funny today, Johnny. Good sense of humor. Thank you, Marie. I've given up if it's Marie or Mary, so I'm just going to say Marie. Is that okay? But it is very much appreciated, Marie. Funny Dog, that is true. There's Trinity College. We walked by there not too long ago. Wow, I'm stumbling on my words. Christopher Weiss, $5 towards your dinner. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Christopher Weiss. I will make good use of that, sir. Thank you for the super. You can't remember the last time you took a book out from the library. I bet Jeanette can remember. Jeanette, when's the last time you took a book out? Jenny K, it's there's a new burger restaurant at Yonge and Eglinton I wanted to try. Ooh, boot scrubber. Let's clean off the shoes. I retired the New Balance for the winter. We're gonna have to get some New Balance for the spring. Wayne Stewart, really been enjoying your channel this winter during lockdown. Wayne Stewart with $10. Thank you, Wayne Stewart. I'm glad you've been enjoying it. Nouvelle says, are they size 11? They're size 11 double E. Thank you again, Wayne. Thumbs up. Well, this turned into an interesting stream. We ended up getting a Krispy Kreme donut. Buy some Vans shoes. Flat-soled shoes are not good for the amount I walk. They're good for regular people, but for people like me, they're no good. I'll probably get plantar fasciitis in 2 seconds in shoes like that. I need something with some arch support. There's Trinity College. Adrian says that football field was a mud pit not so long ago. Oh, this camera is not doing it justice. I wonder how many pictures have been ruined by that bus stop right there. Thank you for not taking your sock off last night. There's a look at what might be the most gorgeous building in all of Canada. I'm not kidding. I bet this one would get a ton of votes. And we're done looking at it. So we're going to go cut through Queen's Park. I just did a video through Queen's Park 2 days ago. Wycliffe College was used in part of Goodwill Hunting. There's Philosopher's Walk. Funny Dog, we came down Philosopher's Walk a few streams ago. I went down Bedford and then down Philosopher's. Whoa. Rev that engine. Woo! I wonder if there were protests at Queen's Park today, and that is why that massive police command center vehicle is here. Queen's Park is actually policed by a security team that works for Queen's Park, but they do have constable status. But the Toronto police do come to the area whenever there's a protest or a gathering. So there's the police truck just chilling. So that would be my suspicion, that they're here just in case any protesters were out of hand.
Almost a year since we locked down.
That girl just is complaining to her friend about the lockdown. That's a pretty common sentiment these days. So let's go take a look at King Edward VII, which I think is the 7th. Stephen Doyle, I think a lot of people feel that way. I think everyone's kind of sick and tired of it. COVID fatigue is definitely a real phenomenon. Here's King Edward. Gordon got warned for eating his lunch at Queen's Park. That's weird. So we are probably fresh after our protest here. So we will head to Wellesley. Did he go to Ossington, DuPont, or Zach? I turned down Harvard. I had a little change of plans. So now we're going to walk down Wellesley. Or along Wellesley. There's the north side of Queen's Park. It's nowhere near as impressive as the south side. It also doesn't have the symmetry to it that the south side has. Hey squirrel, you're not supposed to be in there. That's a reforesting zone. Can't you read the sign? Stupid squirrel. Here's another one. Man, that guy takes some big, quick leaps. Find the albino squirrel. We were over on, or at Trinity Bellwoods. Congrats on 2K Insta followers. Let's see, where are we at right now? We hit 2002 earlier in the stream. Look at that. Focus, focus. I'm tapping the screen. There we go. 2003. If you have Instagram, you know what to do. I should be easy to find. I appreciate the follow. Bobby Rabbit 699. Thanks for all your great walks. Thank you, Bobby Rabbit. It's always appreciated. And there is the Whitney block. That may or may not be where Doug Ford's office is. There's some conflicting information online. Some sources will tell you it's in Queen's Park, and some will tell you it's in the Whitney block. And there is a tunnel that runs underneath. And I bet that there's some kind of electric golf cart to connect the two. Sue Wu says, just subscribed to Johnny Stumbles. Thank you, Sue, for subscribing to my other channel. I put a bus ride on that channel today. The Magic Entertainer may have an AW Pick the Cud Tuesday. It's supposed to be nice. I guess the gathering rules are lifted a little bit. Lola Bell Alfonso, $10 super chat. Thank you, Lola Bell Alfonso. And Wayne just followed on Insta. Thank you, Wayne. Thank you again, Lola Bell. Nouvelle is going outside. Oh, Deborah, you've had A&W's closing in your area. That sucks. I would have a heart attack if my local A&W's closed. Is our buddy Ken live yet? No. Bevy is 21 away from 800. Johnny, what's your go-to at A&W? Frankly, it's whatever I have a coupon for at awcoupon.ca. They had I'm not a vegetarian, but I've been eating some $3.99 Beyond Meat burgers lately. The Mama Burger combo, $4.99 or $5.99, I can't remember. It's always one of the two. Lennox just subscribed to my second channel as well. Thank you, Lennox. The second channel has been doing a lot better than I thought it would. Some of those videos do almost as well as the videos on this channel. Are the Beyond Meat burgers any good? They are edible. I don't mind them, actually. They look and taste just like real meat, but you don't get that burst of meat flavored juice in your mouth. I don't know how else to describe that. I'm not a culinary critic, but they're almost spot on, but they're just missing that little shot of meaty juice at the end that makes you think you're eating a real hamburger. These are social justice angels. Children's rights, green energy, homelessness, racism, youth, gun control, poverty, terrorism. These are all good causes. Environment, poverty, education, climate change, privacy. Oh, I guess that would be like big tech, gender equality, overpopulation. That's a controversial one, but I agree. LGBT, pollution. Didn't they forget a Q on that? They forgot their Q. Whoever made that poster is about to get canceled by cancel culture. Probably the same people that are trying to cancel Dr. Seuss. Are you going to do Saskatoon? You should try Australian hamburgers. Imran Khan, $6.99 super chat. Thank you, Imran. Heard your channel mentioned on the radio the other day. I thought I'd check you out. I've joined both of your channels. 2 thumbs up. You heard about me on the radio. Someone told me that too. Bevan Glace, thank you. Apparently someone called into a radio channel that was talking about what people are doing during the lockdown, and someone said they've been watching my channel and that it's an escape. So to whomever that was, I swear to God it wasn't me in another voice. Hello, talk radio. My name is not Johnny, but I've been watching this channel called The Strides. It's been great. That's some guerrilla marketing right there. It was Dylan. There's a look southbound Bloor as a car tries to turn into me. There's a look north up Bay Street. Kensington. No, my Bitcoin is doing fine. It's just chilling. Johnny's like CP24 everywhere. I'm so sad that Mark Daly passed away. He used to tell me when I was a kid if movies were worth watching. That little red disclaimer would tell you if there were adult situations and nudity. And when you're like 13 and you see that on TV, you bet your ass you stay up and watch that movie. I watched so many bad movies on City TV to catch 10 seconds of something at like 1 in the morning. And it was totally worth it because that's what all kids our age did. And then you turn to the pay-per-view channels where they would scramble the picture, but they didn't scramble the audio. And you'd wonder what was going on behind the screen. But every once in a while, it would kind of unscramble itself for a second. And you could see a purple smeared boob. And you smiled because your efforts were validated. Little Dimitrova, enjoying your walks from Dublin, Ireland. I also heard about you on CBC Radio 1. Thank you, Lily. Your £5 super chat is very much appreciated. Pokemon TCG Shark 549. Thanks. Thank you, Pokemon. Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Pokemon. Mark Daly, this is City TV Everywhere Rip. That guy had an awesome voice. If I could have one person narrate my life story, it would be David Attenborough. And if I could have another, it would be Morgan Freeman. But third, I think Mark Daly. We'll bring him back. He'll be my third guy. I really like his voice. And I'll have to make my documentary a Baby Blue movie. Red Shoe Diaries on Showtime. Showtime just picked up Bellator. So on Friday nights, when there's MMA fighting, I will probably not be out streaming. I'm an MMA fan. There's a big fight tonight on UFC. We're gonna watch The Last Stylebender. Susan says Morgan Freeman narrates her life. So we are at Yonge Street. I said I was going to Wellesley, but maybe we'll go up to Dundonald. Jill Deacon interviewed Johnny. She did, and what did I call her? I called her Nancy or something. I am not going to be welcomed back to CBC anytime soon. They just told me her name, like right before I went on, and I went on and I was like, hey, and I said the wrong name. Oopsie doopsie. So we are now on Yonge. I said I wasn't going to do Yonge, but whatever. This is just a few blocks. Go on Strombo's pod. Would he even have me on? I'd go on Rogan's pod. TP says you should sing. Yes? Oh, I'm doing a live stream right now, but do you mind being on it?
No, I don't want to do
All right, I'll keep the camera this way.
But yeah, I like watching you as well.
Cool, thank you. Take care. I asked that guy as a courtesy if he wanted to be on the video. And he said no, so we're just gonna let him mosey on. When people are friendly, I will oblige with their wishes. There's the Dundonald entrance to Wellesley Station, but we're just gonna go north to Bloor Yonge. Susan says, you do that well the one way to guarantee you don't get your face shown is to wear a balaclava, walking man dude style. Just throw that ski mask on. Greetings, Shelley. There's Gloucester Street. And some of the condos that are replacing once vibrant retail, where you could buy items such as fake travel bags. Excuse me?
What do you mean, excuse me? Am I talking to you?
Yes, you were talking to me. I wasn't.
What are you just strangers? What
All right, this.
without their permission?
I'm allowed to. It's within the law.
No, that's not allowed.
It is a law.
It's not a picture, you can get in trouble.
No, I can't, sir.
Don't point that here.
I'm allowed to. I'm not breaking any laws.
You're breaking the law, people's privacy.
Then tell the police and see when they laugh at you what they say.
What who?
The police are.
The police?
Tell the police.
The police?
Tell the police.
You're stupid.
No.
You're cheap with torture.
Sorry, guys. He looked right at me and said something when I walked by. So I responded to him, and then he's like, "Why are you talking to me?" What a nut.
Just say I'm making this now my own. Yeah, it's not my own.
I do admit I kind of egged him on by responding, but I mean, he looked me in the eye and told me to stop taking pictures. And that's kind of like if you were to tell someone on the sidewalk to stop breathing. You know, they're doing nothing wrong. They're not breaking any laws. It's actually a protected act. So I actually take offense to that. Nobody has the right to tell you not to. They can ask you nicely. But to tell someone as a matter of factly to stop doing something when they're not doing anything wrong, that just kind of pisses me off. So I will hold my ground on that every single time. Excuse me, sir, can you not wear red shoes? That's about the same as him telling me not to do this. You should have went up to Wellesley, not continue on Yonge. So we are at Charles Street. Sorry about that, guys. Kick him in the nuts. That guy was a little unhinged. Probably Brandon. I knew that, but at the same time, people shouldn't tell you to do things. I do make an exception for that if someone is being inconsiderate or just plain rude. I don't think it's completely crazy to speak your mind to someone, but when they're just minding their own business, doing nothing wrong, then I take exception to that. Shelly says, what's the temperature? It's -2, I think. -2 or -3. Have you found any new food spots? Other than Craig's Cookies, we've seen some spots. Are you close to Yonge Bloor? Yes, we are getting there. We're about to go by Chick-fil-A, actually. We'll spin around and take a look at the brass rail. Someone was asking about that earlier. There's the brass rail. Scorpio, get real intense when irritated. I'm not sure I subscribe to astrology, but I am. Jenny K says that was a gentle spin. Oh look, we have a lineup at the Chick-fil-A. These people are doing it wrong. There's a Popeyes a few blocks to the south of here that blows this place away. And I say that as someone who has never been to Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna make it my mission to never go to Chick-fil-A. Do you own a car? No. So we are at Yonge Bloor. We're going to take the stream up to the 2-hour mark. Again, I apologize for that commotion, guys. Part of me is too stubborn to let that go. Cody Guy wants to try the Popeyes spicy chicken sandwich. I do like spicy food, but I actually prefer the non-spicy. And this will be a monster skyscraper. How many steps have you walked today so far, says Joy? Let's find out. Ooh, we're on the low side. Focus, focus. I tap my phone with my nose, trying to hit the watch to see if I can get to focus. But, I'm at just under 19,000. Johnny, are you going to play games this Sunday? Maybe, Jeff. If we do, we'll be doing a hangout stream and then games. Christina Robb, $2 super chat. Thank you, Christina Robb. And I am now sitting down for good. We just cracked the 2-hour. Thank you guys for all the super chats, for hanging out, for being good sports. Thank you to the mods. Bevy is here. I saw Gloria here. Bevy's trying to get to 800, so click her name and go subscribe. Go check out Johnny Stumbles and subscribe. Get me up to 2,005 Insta followers. That would be nice. And I think coming up is a Ken Continuum stream. So keep your eye out for that. Sub to him and click the bell. You're welcome, Mark Kensington. I don't know what the stick is, but this stream is going to come to an end. So I will go silent for a minute. This is my new thing at the end of these streams. So I'll give you a minute to just enjoy the city without my jibber jabber. Thank you, Vivian. All right, guys, have a great Saturday evening. I don't know when I'll see you again, but when I do, I guess we'll do this again. Have a good night, guys. I gave myself a Charlie horse. Ow! My calf. Why is my calf so sore? Why did I do that? That was the stupidest thing. Oh, I am in pain. I was trying to do the quiet thing. And now I can't move my leg. Ow! These are the worst. Sometimes I get these in bed. It just, my leg seizes up. It starts to hurt. And it takes like 5 minutes before you can use it again. All right, guys. I'm done. Enough of this. Have a good night. Anyways, I'll let you